Prologue. The world was chaos. Abe ran directly ahead of her, and that was an odd sight. Abe never ran. He wasn't athletic enough to really do that for long stretches of time. Even now she could hear him wheezing, see his feet stumble a bit from fatigue, but he kept trying to run. People jostled them from all sides, women, children, men, all panicking as they tried to flee the city before it was consumed. Another high-pitched whistle soared overhead, and they all automatically ducked even as they kept running. The volcano was truly gaining fury and speed now. The locals had jokingly called the volcano Mount Puff for the past century, because even though it had released gas and smoke on a regular basis, it never did anything more. But something had broken that tableau, and it raged in full fury now. Mei Li would suspect one of the fire demons had gotten loose from their sealed imprisonments and stirred the volcano to action, but she knew for a fact all were still safely sealed for another 5 years at least. 2 of the city guardsmen with her blocked people from running her over, and she could hear their grunts of effort as they strove to keep their feet. The city wasn't on fire, not yet, but they could see giant clouds of ash pouring out of the volcano, see hints of magma running like a slow-moving avalanche toward Overlook. The city didn't have much time. Anyone who could find a boat got on, and any boat captain who could take passengers was. Another guard ran up to them, stopping them in their tracks, and half yelling to be heard over the rush of the volcano and the screams of the panicked,
"Tomes! The stabilizing walls! Can they hold the lava at bay?"
A Tomes far in the past had created the stabilizing walls around the city to keep Overlook from slowly sinking into the ocean. Mei Li, an Apprentice Tomes herself, knew the full history and the magic that had built those walls. She shook her head at the same time her master spoke. "No!" Abe denied, aged voice cracking as he tried to shout loud enough to be heard, a difficult thing for him, as he wasn't a loud person to begin with. "The walls are meant to hold back seawater, nothing more. They'll be as overwhelmed by the lava as any other building." The guard's craggy face darkened with dismay. He was not, however, surprised.
"I was afraid of that. Sir, come with me. We need to get the records out, and I need you to tell me if we're missing anything. For caution's sake, you two shouldn't be on the same ship."
Mei Li saw the sense in it, but she didn't like the idea of separating from Abe. Her master and teacher was old and often didn't handle being alone very well. Abe turned, caught her eyes, and held them for 3 seconds that felt like an eternity. In those blue eyes, so different from hers, she saw the calculations, the fear, the worry. She saw them, shared them, and knew what Abe would say before he spoke a single word. There were never more than 2 Tomes at any given time in the world. For safety's sake, they shouldn't be on the same ship in case some catastrophe hit. But without the records, written by all the previous Tomes, they would be in just as much trouble. The records told them how to fix all the problems, dangers, and constructs that kept this world in balance. As a Tomes master, Abe had a strong responsibility to ensure that the many, many records safely got on board ship. But equally important was Mei Li's safety, as she was one of 2 people who could even read them.